Bye, this is Daniel Rock08 here, and this is the 8th day of the 12th day of wrestling series. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 maids of milk and 7 swans of swimming, 6 geese a lay, and 5 WCW Championship title wins. Can you dig that, sucker? Golden rings. 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Armageddon 2003, from the beginning to the end, was a very fun show to watch. This is honestly, if I really have to think about it, this is actually the best show I have watched of the series so far. Yeah, it was a pretty good show. Let's just say with that. First up, we have Booker T versus and defeating Mark Henry. This was a pretty decent match. For whatever reason, they had Mark Henry kick out of the scissors kick. Other than that, it was alright. 5 out of 10. Next up, match of the night for the Intercontinental Championship, Rob Van Dam versus Randy Orton. This was a very, very good match. It was very fun to watch. A lot of counters, a lot of chain wrestling. Orton and Rob Van Dam chain wrestling. Say what? Yes. Very good. Very good. Randy Orton hitting some fucking awesome drop kicks like only he can. Rob Van Dam doing his normal shtick, being awesome. And this was a very fun match to watch. Randy Orton hits a nasty drop kick. Knocking Rob Van Dam off of the top rope, and then hits the nastiest RKO, one of the nastiest RKOs I've ever seen. An RKO out of nowhere for the Intercontinental Championship victory. Very, very good match to watch. An 8 out of 10. It is a very good match. Tag team turmoil for the tag team titles. You got some random ass teams in here. You got the superheroes. You got Garrison Cade, Mark Jindrak. You got the Dudley Boys. You got Val Venus and Lance Storm. Yes, that's a team. But the Dudley Boys win it all. And then Indian Eric Bischoff comes out and says that there's one more team. Out comes Batista and Ric Flair, and they become the World Tag Team titles. I give Tag Team Turmoil 5 out of 10 as well. It was what it was. It was fine. It was fine. We get Battle of the Sexes here. We got Christian and Chris Jericho versus Trish Stratus and Lita. Yes, a team of superstars versus a team of divas in a match. This has never happened before, and I don't think it will ever happen again. I don't think it has happened again. This was a good match for being an intergender contest. It was pretty fun, pretty entertaining to watch. I loved it. In the beginning, Chris Jericho was spanking Trish Stratus a lot, and then he pushed her down and said, "Calm down." That was funny. And this is during the whole time period when Chris Jericho and Christian were pretending to fall in love with Trish and Lita just to win a bet, and it backfired on them. Little did they know that it was Chris Jericho that actually did fall in love with Trish Stratus, and then it backfired on him, and Trish would dump him for Christian. Yes, the creepy little bastard always wins. Yes, the creepy little bastard always wins. That was a good match as well. 6 out of 10. Batista versus Shawn Michaels. You know, when everybody was looking at the Beast incarnate, the next big thing in Brock Lesnar, this was the match I think people were turning their heads and say, you know, I think we were wrong all along. Forget the Beast. What about the animal, Batista? And I think we will get more out of Batista than we could ever get out of Brock Lesnar. And maybe Batista will be the top guy. Maybe Batista will be the bigger star. And then everybody was laughing their asses off. You're telling me, old man Batista, who is already older than Triple H at this point, who's already older than Triple H because he got a late start and everything, green as shit, the guy who came out as the Deacon for. Devon Dudley is going to be a bigger star, and we're going to get more out of him than the 25-year-old Brock Lesnar? Bullshit. Get your head out of your ass. Quit being a troll. Well, Batista, we did get more out of Batista, and I think this was the match that really made Batista very, very good, and really made people thought, damn, Batista, there might be something with Batista here after all. This was a good match. I give it a 7 out of 10. A very, very good match. Shawn Michaels pick up the victory. Then we had Matt Hardy and Maven, but the match didn't get started because Batista beat the shit out of Maven. And then we get Molly Holly versus Ivory for the women's title. At this time, the women's championship, the whole women's division was fucking awesome. You had Trish, you had Victoria, you had Lita, you had Jazz, you had Molly Holly, you had Ivory occasionally, you had a couple other girls in there. It was a really, really good women's division. I give this match a 3.5 out of 10. And honestly, that rating is a lot better than what we would see today. With the Bella bitches and AJ Lee, who looks like a 12-year-old Mexican girl. Freaking... Who else? Oh, yeah. Eva Marie. And don't get me started with Cameron. Yeah, I want to go back to 2003 with this women's division. If we could get this women's division again, we will all be happy. Trust me on that one. 3.5 out of 10, and that is actually pretty good compared to today. For the main event, we get a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Goldberg versus Kane versus Triple H. And of course, you know who's going to win this. Goldberg is not going to have a long title reign. Hell, him being World Heavyweight Champion was just a given. They just gave him the belt just to shut the fans up. Kane's unmasked, and he's turned into a monster again. He's unmasked. Why not push him to be the World Heavyweight Champion? Why not? Give him a freaking title reign. Make him relevant again. You're trying to make him relevant with the whole unmasking thing. Why not go all the way and make him the world champion? Yeah, Goldberg there. He's supposed to be the big star. He's supposed to be Goldberg and shit. Why not make him a lengthy title reign? Hell no. Because God himself is going to win this match. Ain't no way Triple H, who just got married, is going to lose this fucking match. Triple H wins this, and this was a fine triple threat match for the World Heavyweight title. A fine triple threat match. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. It was pretty good. It was pretty lengthy. It was about 25 minutes. It was pretty good for the most part. I just hate how Triple H in this time period always won pretty much. And even if he didn't, it was some bullshit. Much like today, how John Cena always wins. But, all those people are bitches and moans about John Cena being, Superman and everything. Man, I don't think he had anything on Triple H. The reign of God, the reign of terror that Triple H had through this time period was insane. And I don't think John Cena's Super Cena could ever beat God Triple H in this time period. Anyways, overall, Armageddon 2003 was a very good show. Very good show. Honestly, it's a very fun show to watch. Watch the Intercontinental Championship match. It's fun as shit to watch. And there's a couple other things in there that I really enjoyed. This was a good time for the business. A very fun time to watch. Very fun time to get into wrestling. The Ruthless Aggression stage was very good. Most Raw pay-per-views sucked, but this is one, for the most part, was very good. Armageddon 2003, in my opinion, gets a 6 out of 10. And I'll see you next time for the 9th day of wrestling. Now, I took out the Armageddons, so that way we won't draw 3 in a row by chance. So, basically, the chances of me drawing another Starcade is 1/2. So, let's see what I get. From fun to bad. Why couldn't I get a fun Starcade to watch? I mean, all the Starcades I draw in there, I have 1/2 chance of drawing. And I draw fucking Starcade 2000. Fucking seriously? Man, why can't I fucking draw something good again? Huh? Why can't I draw something good? Why can't I draw? Oh my god, I drew December Dismember afterwards. Well, I'll save that for another day. I guess I'll settle with Starcade 2000. At least there's a triple threat tag team ladder match in there, right? So, Starcade 2000 coming up next on the 9th day of wrestling. This was the 8th day of wrestling. See you next time.